I want a Southern charm. I want a conservative Christian woman.
Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, it's really happening.
Awesome! Just when you think you're rid of him, finally, Big Ed always comes back in the most obnoxious ways. And this time it was for proposing to a woman that he just met 24 hours prior. I mean, he has to try to keep staying relevant, right? He's also got to keep his cameo going, because something tells me he's not making as much money as he was from reality TV with selling houses. Ladies under 30, would you trust this guy to sell you a house and not hit on you at the same time? So we last saw Ed on the Happily Ever After tell-all. You know, that 5-part long one that no one could watch on streaming services for a while? I'm still bitter about that. And that tell-all started off pretty brutal for Ed. I had heard that he was actually trying to bring a date to the tell-all. He was pretty much asking any young woman he could if they wanted to fly out for the filming. And apparently no one did. But plot twist, Liz was the one that actually brought a date, which I mean was pretty fun in the moment to watch. Liz got her wedding canceled by Ed without her knowing. It was only fair that Ed got a surprise introduction to her new boyfriend. But then we went from the fun of seeing Ed get roasted and embarrassed to Ed and Liz getting cozy, all in the same tell-all filming period, which was infuriating and weird. Like, I actually thought we might see a reunion between them weird.
Yeah, this is the version I fell in love with, right? I'm not in love with him anymore. That doesn't mean that I still don't have a lot of love for him.
And we had just met Liz's boyfriend. They seemed to be happy, or at least tried really hard to convince us they are. But then the bonus scenes on the last part of the tell-all confirmed that Ed was really shooting his shot with Liz. You could actually see on Liz's phone when she was texting Ed that Ed not only dropped in an "I will always love you, this is not goodbye," but then also added in, "By the way, I'm in room 407. Watching them flirt was an instant headache for us longtime watchers of the show, especially since Liz wasn't just ignoring Ed or being mean to him when he tried to flirt with her. She was flirting back. But anyways, they did say goodbye at the mansion. Nothing seemed to happen between them besides flirting. But I was very sure that when Liz's boyfriend Jason saw this whole tell-all, that the flirting he would witness between Ed and Liz would make him break up with Liz. That they would be done, and we could possibly see an Ed and Liz reunion, even though absolutely no one wants that. But thankfully, Jason and Liz seem to still be together. Instead, now we are seeing Ed proposing to random young women he just met. Not that it's really surprising at this point. He went from trying to fly women out, which didn't seem to work out well for him, to just locking them down at sandwich meet and greets with a paperclip ring. So what happened? Is this real? There is a video of the proposal going around. I'll play it for you. Just a heads up, the guy filming its voice is really annoying.
Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, it's really happening. Oh my God. Oh my God. Big Ed's getting engaged. Oh my God.
And notice the woman's body language when Ed got down on one knee. She looks so confused. Like, what are you doing down on one knee? And she just puts her hand out. That's not even her left hand. I don't think she knew what he was doing. And then I think he kind of tells her what he's doing. And then they have the most awkward kiss. Like, she wasn't ready for it. It looks like that was their first kiss ever. And I think it looks that way because it actually was. So if this was some sort of publicity thing for the sandwich shop, the poor woman being proposed to, I don't think was let in on the plan at all. And according to the multiple sources reporting on this, Ed met this woman, Portia, at a meet and greet with fans at a sandwich shop in Florida. Entertainment Tonight specifically said that this woman was a super fan of Ed's. How unfortunate for her. And then these sources say that 24 hours after meeting, they go on a first date, which I think this right here was the first date. And he says he proposed to her because he was blown away by her in just a few seconds, whatever that means. So I guess he asked the manager to bring him a paperclip that he bent into a ring because he just couldn't wait to propose. So romantic. If she is truly a super fan, he should have made a ring with his face on it. I mean, come on. So believe it or not, this is his 4th engagement. To me, that seemed like a low amount of engagements because it felt like he had 5 engagements just with Liz. So just a few things to note, and then we can decide together if this is a real engagement. This woman, Portia, is 29. So for him, young enough. But when is her birthday? Because the moment she turns 30, I think they will break up. Liz aged out. This woman's no different. I mean, she just got a paperclip ring. Another thing to note, he met this woman who is a fan in Florida. So I'm guessing she lives in Florida. That's an easy out for him. He lives in Arkansas. He could go home and never see her again. What else? What else will help us decide? So Ed likes to propose, but we haven't seen a wedding from the last, 2 proposals? He canceled his wedding to Liz without her knowing. There's also no way his family is completely on board with a quick wedding after all of that. He was married once before, but that was a long time ago. I just can't see a wedding happening unless he's like doing it for a show. I think he's just bored. I think he thought he would have all of these prospects when he left Liz, and he didn't. So he finally got a first date, and then he just proposed. Talk about desperate. It seems like his trip to Thailand or wherever he went was a bust too. I haven't seen anything about that. His attempt to fly women out also seemed pretty short-lived since they seem to realize how awful he is and always leave early. Back to the Thailand trip, I haven't seen any hints of him actually being on the single life yet. That could change. Maybe that's why we haven't seen anything about Thailand. But if something was working out there, why would he be kissing and proposing to some girl in Florida? I will say though, this could be his last attempt to get back on the show. I shouldn't even bother pointing out anymore that the women he's been talking to in the US wouldn't need a K-1 visa, so how could he get back on the show? The show makes up its own rules now. I would not be surprised at all if he came back on the show with an American woman. Ed and Liz were both from the US and they were on multiple seasons of Happily Ever After, so I honestly think they would do whatever they could to bring him or Angela back, unfortunately. So this is what I think. Ed was kissing this woman, taking pictures with her, but not putting much more information out. He has been posting videos with other women on his Instagram. You also never see him with the same people on his Instagram either. I went through some of the comments as well. He does acknowledge in this video specifically that this is not the woman he proposed to. And then when someone asked about his proposal, asking if it was true, he said, "I did." So of course this could be a publicity stunt for attention, but he may really have had a fling with this fan in Florida and felt the need to propose to lock her down. Liz didn't come back when he tried to shoot his shot on Happily Ever After, even though that was a very close call. He's running out of options.
Big Ed the Fly wants to remind you to subscribe to this channel.
You're my best view.
I also realized that he's 59 years old now, and he's still looking for young women. This new Portia lady is 29 years old. It's weird that the initial person I thought was too young for him, Liz, actually now seems more age appropriate for him now at 32. And now he's going for someone younger. So I think this could be real. Doesn't mean I think it'll last. I think there's a chance it was done to get back on the show. I asked my YouTube subscribers. They seem to think it's not real. Let me know what you think. There's no way this lasts long enough to go anywhere. And Portia, run away. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.